What are you doing? I'm not getting paid enough to deal with this.
Where are we?
No,
Wait. Oh my God. Wait. Are we live? Are we live?
yeah, we're live.
Entertain them for like 15 seconds. 15 seconds. That's all I need. That's all I need.
What do you mean I'm supposed to entertain them? Chat. I don't even know what the plan is for today. I just got cut an enormous check to be here, and this is a huge waste of my time. Yeah. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay. You ready?
The mic out of my face. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the show, everyone. My name is Burke Vitti. We're back for another episode. They said they warned me that this could be the last, so I apologize for the late start. Not really too concerned. I think we've got a real banger of a show on this one. We're really coming back strong. So first of all, check out these new. They gave us some new title cards. Check this out. I had no say. I don't even know what it says, to be honest. I have no clue. But they gave us these new title cards, kind of give you guys an idea of who we are and who the guest is whenever the guest comes on. So guest of the day, one of my favorite new age, new metal artists. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Sam. I do new age metal, apparently. And I also really hate Florence and the Machine.
Interesting. Are you not Florence of Florence and the Machine
No,
fame?
absolutely not.
You kind of look more like a Florence than a Samwitch,
Why would you say that to me?
because sandwiches are like an edible, like it's a substance. You know, it's like a shape like a butt, sort of upside down. And it's like,
Telling you that my face looks like a butt?
no, I'm telling you the opposite. You've given that moniker to yourself, which I think is a little bit strange, kind of a weird choice.
No, I think you might have just said that my face looks like a butt.
I don't think that I said that. I don't remember saying that. Anyway, what do you think about the current situation that's going around Twitch?
Like the chlamydia?
It was you could call it a digital chlamydia.
You're not supposed to.
It was sparked, to my knowledge, by you. With
No, I didn't start it. I didn't start it. It wasn't. I'm not. It was. It
Really?
happened. Okay.
This tweet says otherwise. I'll read this for anyone that is currently not available. It's a tweet from Samwitch from about 2 months-ish ago. It says, "Look, I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but if you have under 50 concurrent viewers on your streams, quit. It's so hard to watch. Let bigger fish occupy the space that you're wasting." What do you think? What made you start this firestorm?
I just really wanted to shit on Twitch affiliates. Because when I got Twitch partner, I felt like a big sense of importance, and I'd rather shit down than shit up. You know what I mean?
How does one physically shit up?
Next question.
Okay, sure. We've got another one. This is kind of our little social media segment of the stream. We get to, kind of take a look at you. You know, I can really the only originality that I have whatsoever is that I can copy from other shows. So taking this directly from Hot Ones, as you can see, this image, it's a popular background that you use on your stream. I'm just curious what you mean by this. You have a sign in the back of your room that says you find it offensive. I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you. I'm sorry. Can you kind of give us a little background on that as well?
One time I went to Target, and I was in the canned food section of Target, and there was a group of young teenage girls that walked past me, and they were pointing at me, and they were making fun of me, and they said, "Look at her. She looks so sad. She looks so pathetic. Look at her with her Crocs and her just tie-dye t-shirt." And so I came out of that little aisleway that I was in, and I was directly in the children's clothing section. And there was a T-shirt with this on it, and I bought that T-shirt that day, and it just kind of really holds a place in my heart for that situation, you know.
Understandable. So you have a T-shirt of this. Did you make the T-shirt into this sign, or was the T-shirt alongside this sign? Where did the sign itself come from?
I found it.
The audience likes that one. Very good. Very good. Okay, interesting. So, I got a question. I've heard, rumors here and there. I've heard rumors here and there that you have a bit of a corporate entity that you're associated with, and you participate in such activities as hiring and firing talent at this corporation. I just want to know, as a member of the working class, this is my third job. I want to know, how does it feel to be a part of the 1% that is oppressing the rest of our society?
Very good. I like to look down on the 99% from my tall corporate office, 365th floor. And sometimes when I'm feeling like kind of wild, I just open, the windows don't open all the way because there was a situation, but they do crack open enough to just kind of like lean my butt out. And sometimes I just like to just kind of dump on everybody below me, you know what I mean? Just because there's a hypothetical shitting situation, but the real physical act of it, it really puts them in their place, you know what I mean?
Right. So you like to participate in both. Now, you said you have a bit of situation that in the past. Does it involve the poop in the past? Was someone else pooping?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Very good. All right. That answers that part of the segment. Anyway, can I play you a song?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Good.
I'll allow it.
As I said, I have 4 jobs: DoorDash delivery driver, musician, resident sex pot, and then this show. We do a little bit of everything. So I've been working on my musical career. I think it's the next step for Burke Vitti and the Burke Vitti brand. After this show, I take this show incredibly seriously. I think it's really important what we're doing here. But you always have to keep your options open. I mean, this is the new metal. The future of new metal. That's
kind of me today, like I actually had a couple other things lined up and those things fell through. So, and then the money that you paid me, like this was an option for me. Well, not my first one, but it was one of them,
Right.
Here.
And they don't pay me. So it goes to you. So I have to come up with some other ways to survive. And I think it's a good work environment generally.
They told me that you actually sleep, shit, and live at your desk.
Yes. Don't forget, I also shower right here. 100%. Once every 2 months, but it's a rare occurrence. But it does happen. I like to, encourage small living. Anyway, can I get some in the studio audience? Can we get a little bit of encouragement from the studio audience of what what I'm about to do here? Can we get a little encouragement? Can I hear a little bit of encouragement? Let's hear some applause. Come on. Okay. This one is called Existentialism. In the grand scheme of things, do you think that inflation will stop anytime soon?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you want it to stop? Because when I go online and I search up my favorite inflations.
Wait, hold on. Is inflation when you try to, like, you and another person and then you try to get it and it doesn't, and then you have to take a pill and then
that's a different
problems with that? Is that what?
It's close. That's called, you want that to happen. That happens very quickly. So they call that one sonic inflation.
Well, not that quick. You don't want it to happen that quick.
Well, it depends. Now, the one that I like is called sonic inflation because it's I can't take too much time, right? I gotta be ready. At all times. I'm in the entertainment industry. You gotta be on at all times. You know what I mean? You know what's up.
Okay.
You exactly. So I would recommend that anyone in the audience who's not familiar with this, Google sonic inflation. For some reason, the word hedgehog is associated with it. I think it's some kind of medical term. But sonic inflation, if nothing comes up for that, you might want to add the word hedgehog to the situation and see.
For you, your personal preference is like a Sonic the Hedgehog helps you, kind of.
Yes. Yes. And well, sometimes we trade off. It's like having an accountability partner where one of you does it part of the time and the other helps when the other is struggling. Absolutely. It's team. It's a team-based activity.
Okay.
That's 100% true.
I walked in when I came in the studio, they had one of those like cardboard stand-ups of Sonic the Hedgehog. And there was just a whole bunch of holes punched like in and around his mouth. And I thought that it was maybe a cornhole situation.
Have you ever had to account for business expenses?
I love spending money. Yes.
Good. So you understand that over time, assets will deteriorate, and you can write that deterioration off on your expenses. That specific cardboard cutout cost us $3.2 million. So over time, if it does not naturally decay, we will add damage to it to collect a fatter tax break at the end of the month to pay our guests.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, if I need to like take time off, like how much time?
Time off?
Yeah. In like a hypothetical like work scenario,
Did you read the contract when you signed up for the gig?
I had a little bit of lipstick that fell out of my Valentino bag, and it just kind of smeared on the back of it. So
okay,
I threw it away.
Okay, that's fair. I understand that. Well, basically, what the contract said is that that chair is now your legal residence. Not only is it your legal residence, you are required to stay there for the rest of eternity, beyond death.
Okay.
Okay, good. I thought I would clarify that. I know it's kind of awkward talking shop to the audience, but we have to clarify those things, right? Right?
Okay.
So back to the entity that you're a part of. You hire and fire folks. Now, what jobs do you fill as a part of the HR department of this hired or fired situation?
Well, we've done a couple of them. One of my personal favorites is freelance sperm donor. We also had foot paparazzi, which was, a really great one. Also, another one of my personal favorites was we were hiring some important role of glory hole maintenance worker, we actually got 2 people on the job for that one, just kind of like a BOGO situation. So it's been good. It's been successful.
Incredible. So do you have what is the purpose of your business as a whole? What do you do as an entity at large?
Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you.
Oh, you're not supposed to? Okay. Who's your superior?
It's like it's like in a contract thing, you know what I mean? Like it's
sure.
I'm not supposed to tell anything. Don't worry about it.
What if I pinky promise not to share? Can you tell Pudgy?
No.
Come on, look at him.
He looks like a little shithead. That thing is up to no good.
I'll end the stream right now. I will end this broadcast right now if you ever talk shit about him again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you understand? The contract? Or do you fully understand?
Why do you have a gun out?
Look,
it's not even a real gun. It's like a Nerf gun, and you just spray painted it black.
I have a right to
bear. I can see the Nerf. I can see the Nerf in the barrel.
Okay, regardless of that. Okay, don't worry about the gun. This is not the point of the situation.
Yeah, but you're holding it. You're pointing a Nerf gun at my forehead,
okay.
And I can see that you spray painted it with black spray paint, and there's literally Nerf bullets all over the ground.
Look. He believes it's real. Pudgy believes it's real. Okay, it helps him get into his artistic mode when I'm threatening the guest. Okay. He needs for him to perform. I have to do this. The show's not all about you. Okay, you need to get over yourself a little bit. All right. Okay. I need us to reel it back in. All right, we're gonna come back and we're gonna be better than ever. Okay, we're going back live. All right, good talk.
Put the gun away. I'm
gonna leave it out. I'm just gonna leave it on the table. I'm just gonna leave it right there. Okay. All right. Good.
A little threatening, but I understand.
We're back from a commercial break. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Sorry, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty there going on. Welcome back. So to our guest, I have a note here that you grew up without object permanence. Thoughts?
No. You're thinking of the daddy issues.
Explain.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the object was a father figure, you know.
And there's a lack. There's a lack of permanence there. I think I get it. It's like a permanent marker. It's a scent, right? It's
understandable.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Understand. So I also have a note that you have an issue ordering food at restaurants.
Okay. The time between the moment that I decide what food I want and the moment that the words leave my mouth, sometimes the thought gets a little bit muddled or lost. So I think that it's helpful to the waiter or waitress for me to hold my menu up and to point at the food that I'm ordering. Some people think that that is a hilarious thing and they love laughing at me in public. I think that it's normal. It's helpful for them to read and audibly hear the food that I'm ordering.
So you doubt the level of intelligence of the average service worker is what I'm getting.
No, I just kind of, I'm afraid that I'm going to get distracted by some, martinis, and then I'm going to forget and I'm going to say something that I don't want, and it's going to.
Anyway, I just got a notification that we have a little bit of a situation regarding your W-2 here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to fix that really quick. If you could just entertain the crowd while we do that. I'm just going to take care of that because they actually hired me as your accountant. So I actually have an accountant's degree. Last time a guest came on, I got gifted a lot of money, spent it all in an NFT, lost the NFT. It's gone somewhere. I don't understand. It's someone printed it out and has a physical copy of it, but I lost mine personally, so I don't really know what it is. And then I tried door dashing for a little bit, and I like ritualistic things, right? So I took the burger, a small part of the burger, mind you, and had a little bit of a satanic ritual with said burger, which I videotaped and sent to my customer, so they knew that I was taking care of their food. But I lost that job for whatever reason. I think this First Amendment violation. Regardless, this is how I'm earning money now. So I'm going to take care of this really quickly, okay?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I was checking Instagram. Okay. It's okay, so it's on the screen. I can see it. It's up there.
What's that? The NFT?
Tax evasion numbers, Samwitch and Joe Rogan.
I think only you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different camera you shouldn't have read it out loud, but
sure.
It's all right. It's fine. I'm not really concerned.
So I have a question. There's actually no underscore in my username. So right here it says Sam_witch.
Is it? Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. Sorry. I got mixed up before the show. You set up all this stuff before the show, and stuff just goes wrong throughout the show. So all right, there we go. All right, now let me save this.
I have another question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You actually just changed it to Florence. So like the band Florence and the Machine, which I don't like very much.
How much water have you ever drank in a singular sitting? How many gallons?
You're just kind of like diverting.
How many gallons?
How many? One whole case of gallons. There was 12 of them.
Okay, where can I get some?
There's not enough left. It's all gone.
Okay, have you done karate?
Yeah.
How many long have you done
karate for many years, and I trained in many different countries.
What's
And I could
the
lift you up above my head, and I could throw you down across my knee, bending your body into a 90-degree angle. And it would take me only the power of my two pinkies.
That's pretty impressive. Now, do you think you could do that to two of me?
Yeah. You don't even really look that big. You kind of just, how tall are you?
That's confidential information. However, if
5'3".
what if there were what if there were maybe three of me?
Yeah, but that's only, I mean, like if there's three of you, like how tall is that? Like 6 feet put together?
It's about 6'1" actually. I would if I had to guesstimate.
Okay, so what you're saying is like each of you is about 3 feet tall.
Correct. Yes. Approximately the size of a if you were to stack. I would say 3 dozen
So you're
Oreos.
kind of just like a little gnome, like a little garden gnome, and I can just pick you up and I could toss you across the room, like hold you like a football.
That's true. You could do that. Why would you though? Do you have an
Is this
issue?
why you can't do? Is this why you can't do shows in real life? Because I would have to squat down to talk to you because you're so small, and it's a tiny little desk. Is that a little tiny desk for ants?
Are you insinuating that this is not real life?
I'm just insinuating that you're a tiny little elf man sitting behind a tiny little desk.
And if I am, why you're saying that in a way that's a little bit discriminatory? What's the issue?
No, I just want you to say it. Say, I'm a tiny little elf man. I'm sitting behind a tiny little desk.
All right, I'll say it if you say I did karate for 10 years and I can't throw a punch.
You say it first.
I'm a tiny little elf man who sits behind a tiny little gnome desk in my tiny little studio, my tiny little city, and tiny little show.
Yeah, you are.
With my tiny little audience, and my little stack of money.
Yeah, you are. I like it here.
Can you say? Can you say it? Can you say it?
Cry, little elf man.
Can you say
He's crying.
Why would you say?
Sad little. So there's 3 of them. Cry. Look at him. He's crying. I'm not crying.
Can you look? Okay, all right. It's back to a singular. All right, I've composed myself. Emotions are, I think, problematic. I think that they should be eliminated. I think that it's an issue that we have in our society. I think everyone's a little too emotional. Thoughts on that?
So like going back to 30 seconds ago when you were crying about being a tiny little small elf man, like that, is that like an example of emotions? Is that what you mean?
No, that was completely fabricated for the camera. I don't feel anything. I have not felt anything. I don't really know what the word itself means. To be completely 100% honest with you, okay. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. But regardless, it seems to inhibit others around me. I'm trying to kind of pick that up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good.
So are you trying to tell me that you need somebody to talk to about your emotions?
Maybe.
Okay, do you want to get something off your chest?
Yeah, there's a lot of it's hairy, and it's I don't know I don't know how to get rid of it. I'm desperately trying to get rid of it because it makes me feel like I'm nothing more than an animal. Like I'm nothing more than the meat that I consume on a day-to-day basis,
Totally.
and the meat that I farm.
So true.
On my industrial farm complex at my 5th job. Yeah. And I want to get rid of it so that I feel clean again. I want to feel clean again. Sure. I feel so filthy and dirty and animalistic and like a mammal, like nothing more than a mammal. I just want to be on the same level as the people that come on this show and are so beautiful and rich. And you're
better than that.
I need
up
class.
For yourself,
you know what? I think you're right. I need to up my look.
Right. Yeah.
I can like feel the confidence returning to my body. This is amazing. I've never felt anything like this before. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Is this how celebrities feel things?
No. You kind of just look like a dinosaur.
But those are powerful. They're alpha. They can crush anything below them without feeling anything. I feel like that is what I want to be.
I think that if we spray painted you white right now, you'd look like a sperm.
What's that?
Happy Mother's Day. You know?
What does sperm have to do with Mother's Day?
Do I have to explain this here now? Right now?
Well, no. Why would you hide that secret? I mean, I think it's something that the audience would be curious of, and I think that
I'm kind of mad that I came on the show and you didn't even wish me a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was unaware. I don't like to assume these things. All right. What you're expecting have mother already? What's the yes? What's the deal?
No.
Oh. You just kind of like the way the words sound together.
I like the attention.
And it's right. I forgot. I love attention so much. Happy Mother's Day to
Thank you.
Only you. Every other mother, get fucked, honestly.
Thank you.
You specifically, though, you're doing great.
Thank you.
So can I...
How do you're kind of, I think you need to work on the inflation to get your hair is deflating a little
Look,
bit.
it doesn't... I think it's unhealthy to be at full inflation at all times, correct?
Well, I mean, you want to be inflated long enough that, it counts.
Right. But it doesn't always have to be a full level of inflation.
Yeah, but like if it deflates like too quickly, then it's not everybody's going to have a good time,
Well, who are you to say that?
Well, it's understandable that you wouldn't know and I would know a lot about it. So it's like you maybe wouldn't even know about one time,
What makes you have that assumption about me?
It's just kind of yeah.
So when you order a burger from Wendy's, is it all onions?
Yes.
Even the bun?
No, normal bun, meat, onions.
So
I like to taste the onions unencumbered by condiments or vegetables or anything else.
This is the level of psychopathy that I strive to become. What happened to you?
Wow, that went real deep real quickly.
We ask important questions on this show. I don't fuck around.
You want me to start from like 0?
Well, specifically, yeah, you know what? Open it up. I think it's important for us to get a full context. I don't want to take you out of context.
Here I was, a fetus, in the womb. It was dark. It was wet. It was warm. And then suddenly, light. And I squeezed out. Hands came towards me. They reached. They grabbed me out. My umbilical cord was cut. Snip. I was thrown into this world, this cold, cruel world, quicker and faster than I thought I would be. And I was shuttled away. Because I was like jaundice a little bit, so they had to like put me under like a UV light and stuff. You want me to keep going? Or is this...
I was enthralled. My hands are really sticky. I don't know how it happened.
Do you have a towel?
But
I usually like to keep a towel around
there
for that situation.
I think I need to go. I'm gonna go use some vinegar.
Don't just use water. It just makes it worse.
Okay, I'm gonna get ketchup and onions, right?
Yeah.
Onions. Okay, go ahead and tell them the next step. Tell them the next step. Tell them the next step in your journey. I'll be right back.
Okay. Guys, here's what we're gonna do. When Crub comes back, you guys are just going to type all dots, just dot, 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 dot. And he's going to freak out because he's going to be confused that everybody in chat is just typing dots. And he's going to think that we're all waiting for something. And I'm also going to type ... in chat. And it's going to throw him off his game. No, you can't. Don't manually type it. Just type the dots. Just type a bunch of dots in chat. Or no, hold on. Just kidding. That's not funny. Type tiny elf man. I want everybody to type tiny elf man. I want you to type tiny elf, little tiny baby tiny elf man. So small, so little. He's so small he doesn't know how small he is. Tiny baby elf man, tiny desk, tiny little guy, little tiny elf guy. We're just, yeah. And so, anyways, chat, I just said to you, I just defended him, and you guys are being super mean. I don't think that you guys should all call him that. Listen, I've been sitting here fighting for your life, and they're calling you a tiny little baby tiny elf man in chat.
A little louder? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Tiny little tiny baby, small little tiny baby elf boy.
What did you say? Can you say it louder?
Tiny, small, little tiny baby, small elf man behind a tiny little desk. Only 3 feet tall, little guy.
And do you think there's anything in your childhood that contributed to that opinion?
Trauma.
Right. Like, that's like the thing that you order on the side when you order like fried chicken, and you get it like some like a little side of trauma. It comes in the bowl, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fine. That also works. What are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. So we don't really have enough money to order a makeup artist at the studio. So I have to touch it up mid-show, which is kind of why I'm letting you lead the conversation right now.
Okay, is this art, or are you just making yourself look like some sort of pervert or something?
So why is my current look perverted? Is this a bad look? Do you think do you have a background in stage makeup?
No, absolutely not.
Then I'm curious why you're sharing your opinion.
Oh, I just think that it looks like one time I went out and I got really drunk at a fraternity. It was Rush Week. And I cried into like 6 Four Locos, and then I tried to redo my makeup afterwards, and it looks pretty close to what you have on your face right now.
So you're saying that I look fun?
Yes.
Good. I was getting nervous there for a second. I thought you were giving me an insult. You've been really pleasant this entire interview, and I was like, oh my god, what a tone switch! Like,
slay.
And she's gonna. Wow! Yes. I can't. Wow, this feels amazing. Yes. This is incredible. Oh wow. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm just blown away that someone of such stature. So, do I have a spot at the company now?
No, absolutely not. I don't even know if I have a spot at the company.
Are you not the owner?
Well, sometimes you get into these situations, where you're up so high that you're not quite sure what's happening on the back end of things. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, I'm so higher up, so much higher up than everybody, so much better, smarter, and more attractive, and just kind of a better jawline, clearer skin than everybody. What was I talking about?
I think the stock market.
Yeah, I love stocks.
Yeah. Did you buy, I heard that you're a big ExxonMobil investor funding some big new oil projects in the Great Barrier Reef.
That sounds like me. That's probably something I did.
That's amazing. Sure. That's incredible. Yeah. It's honestly, so what I most recently read was that there are only 13 endangered species, down from 1,300 because of Exxon's work. Incredible work. I as an animal hater, I love to see it. Were you directly involved in that?
One time I saw the documentary Blackfin, and I fell asleep halfway through. And I had a dream that I got to go get a puppy.
So Stardew Valley. There's a board game.
I have it. I've never done it. It's got too many pieces.
I thought that you enjoyed playing it.
No, I've never played it.
Are you saying that my government informant who told me that you love this game is lying to me?
I've never played it, though. It's got too many pieces.
It specifically says that you love playing it.
I do love playing it, but I've never played it. It's got too many pieces.
So you love playing it, but you've never played it.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Now, grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Process?
Okay. This is gonna blow you away a little bit, but it's kind of like my little process. Just like the way I do things, kind of quirky. So I take 2 pieces of bread, and I just like put those babies into a toaster. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I don't have a toaster, so
Okay.
Okay.
So just maybe you could like act it out. Just
Sure.
Oh. No, do what you were gonna do. Actually.
Okay.
No. Go
Wait.
back to what you were doing.
Is it?
Yeah, put the whole thing in your mouth.
Is it correct?
Put the whole thing in. Just keep going. Yep. Yeah. Just like that. You're a tiny little baby, tiny little desk baby elf man.
What the fuck's a grub?
Frown and unsubbing.
Yeah. You can say it. I'm a tiny little baby, tiny little elf man behind a desk.
I'm a tiny little baby elf man behind a desk. And I'll do whatever the guest tells me because my level of job security is so low. And I have no other prospects from this. I'll sit in here and just do anything to make you giggle and the audience giggle.
Yes.
Because even though I went to college, didn't have the drive to do anything of actual value and respect in my community. I make my community a worse place. So the one thing I try and do is
Pretty bad here.
make the digital sphere a little bit better. So all I do is
Yeah, so you remember like the crying thing?
this isn't
kind of
emotion.
like- Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's not.
But it's
That's
pretty
cringe.
uncomfortable for me, and I get kind of weird around people that are crying, and this is making me. No.
Okay, should I get mad instead?
I mean, if you want, just like crazy.
Is that good?
That seemed like just kind of a little bit of a temper tantrum.
Is that better?
Well, you know, you're getting it out of your system.
Okay, sorry. Pulling the curtain back a little bit, just to. I like to keep this an authentic show. I want everyone to believe that what's going on here is not fake. It's not some kind of fabricated, pre-recorded, scripted ideology. You know, this is the first time that we're conversing. This is the first time that we're meeting, and I want people to know that.
Hold on, I gotta scroll through the PDF file that you sent me with all of the script.
Yeah.
Onto the next. It's weird that you sent them in like a couple different PDFs, like a couple different links, but
I just.
this is the one. This is the weird picture of you in a pair of swim shorts that I didn't really want.
Well,
but you sent it anyways.
Look, it's just.
And
Look, I know
you
about
sent me
you.
like 6 different pictures of Arnold Palmer, and I don't even know who that is. I'm pretty sure he's like a golfer. I thought it was just a drink.
No. I think that he's actually a state rep.
Okay, and then there's like 2 more pictures of just this weird dude, and he's like neck deep in peanut butter.
That's the NFT. That's the NFT that I lost. You remember? I mentioned that earlier. That was a couple million. I ended up losing it. I have the JPEG, but I don't have the other JPEG.
Okay.
I'm scared to ask you questions.
Yeah, that's good. Keep going.
You bring an intimidating presence to the studio.
It's
okay.
mostly because I'm a bully.
Right.
I like to assert myself just to make other people feel small.
That's good.
You.
That's good. Now you have a bit of an online presence. I think that goes really well hand in hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. All right. It's a good. I feel like it's a good. As someone who also has an online presence, I sell.
I have a check mark, so.
A check mark.
I do. I have one.
I'm sorry. What does that mean? What is a check?
It means
What is a
I'm
check
better
mark?
than everybody. So.
Okay. All right. So it's a status symbol.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
They paid me to take it.
Okay. All right. So it was. Oh. All right. So it's like a sponsored thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So what do you do as a checkmark holder to provide value?
I just kind of sit here and I wait for subs.
Good. Now, what's a sub?
Money.
You gotta give me a little bit more. What's that? What is? I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with the concept. Money?
Yeah. So when you have money, you can live somewhere instead of sleeping at your desk and shitting and pissing underneath it. You can get an apartment.
Why would you want to do that? This you can smell this, right? Like there's a good air air of odor in the studio. I think.
It's really bad. It's disgusting.
Why would you? Why would you say
No,
that?
it's really bad. Like I'm embarrassed to be here right now.
Wait, but you have to say that you like it because you're getting paid to be here. So can you say that again?
Are you gonna please don't take the gun out again?
Can you look? I won't if you take that back right now. Or else 100 years bad luck. 100 years.
No, I don't want to.
100 years bad luck.
No, I don't want to.
300 years bad luck.
No, I don't want to.
I'm gonna force you to play Elebits on the Wii.
No, I'm gonna key your car.
I don't have a car.
Well, then whose car did I key? Who has the blue Tesla in the back in parking lot B?
I think that I think that there's a guy that lives here named he works in this same studio at Ellen Musgenerous, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you recognize that name. I don't really. I just rent the space. The company rents the space, I should say.
Okay. Yeah. So we can keep moving on. Anyways.
Sure. On the topic of, we've got a lot of topics, we're really giving the audience a deep dive on you and giving them an idea of who you are. So you have you have this issue with ordering food from restaurants, right? You have to point at the menu. And I've heard that oftentimes what you're pointing at almost all the time is French toast. However, there's a little bit of a caveat there, if you will. You're not a big fan of it, huh?
Yeah. Every time I go to a restaurant, I order a French toast because I think that French toast is gonna be super good. And then I get French toast and I'm like, oh my God, I should have ordered the avocado toast. Every time. But they just make it seem like they have pictures of fruit on it. And it looks so good. It's just, I'm kind of quirky. Somebody fix me.
What kind of fixing? Like, do you need what tool do I need?
Probably, I don't really think that it's like a problem that can be solved with a tool. It's kind of a problem that can be solved with therapy and a lot of money.
So therapy doesn't work. So what about laughter instead?
Okay.
Can you tell me a joke?
I can do I can do an impression.
Sure, that works. Yeah. Maybe I should guess.
Okay, this is my impression of what's your name?
Burke Vidi.
Okay, this is my impression of Ben. Was it Bert? Sorry.
Burke.
Ready?
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm a little interview guy. I'm gonna interview you. Hey, look at me. I got paint on my face. Wow. Oh my gosh. I wish I could get a chair that was taller so I could see the people that I'm interviewing in because I'm such a tiny little guy, tiny little man. I'm a tiny little guy, little ant. I got a desk for ants and I'm so small and I've never had sex one time. But don't tell anybody that because I sleep at my desk too and one time I accidentally opened up one of the drawers and I shit in it, and then I closed that drawer, and I haven't been able to open it up since, so it's kind of just in there, just baking, like a baked potato.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that. That was good. I'm not familiar with the person that you were impersonating.
It was you because you're small.
Look. I've tried the surgery. Okay. I've done everything physically possible. You have so much money. You have to know how do I elongate? I cannot figure it out in any area of my life how to elongate.
Have you tried like maybe drinking more fluids or eating more pineapple?
What if I do 2 for 1 and I drink pineapple?
Yeah, I guess that would probably work. You should try that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Should I cut out anything else? My diet currently is composed of salami and one with shell. One log of salami with shell every day, and 3 Bang energy drinks, just to balance things out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Are there any changes there? On top of adding the pineapple juice.
No, I think that you're doing everything exactly how you should be, but you should probably cut the salami up into smaller pieces because you're so small. It's probably hard to fit the bigger pieces of salami into your mouth, So you have to cut them up into like bite-sized little pieces so that you don't choke on them.
I would have never guessed that. I choke daily. I literally choke every single time that I eat it, but it does eventually go down.
Okay, guy who shares his kinks on stream. Okay.
What? Why does everything have to be sexualized? I don't understand.
Okay.
What's the
quirky interview guy? He's so quirky.
Someone in the audience just called me the choker. I don't really know what that's. Can that person be removed? Scars? Can we get that guy removed? Can we get that guy removed from the studio now? Get out now.
I don't know how I got these scars. My father was a choker, and his father.
You think the oxygen is your ally. I was born in it, molded by it.
I have a maraca.
Oh, we can go together.
Okay.
Something's in my ass. Ooh. Something's in my ass.
What is it?
Poop. Keep going. No, it's gotta fade. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. It's for the studio recording to make sure that the song comes out good when we do drop that on Spotify. There has to be like a long outro for the audio engineer to actually mix it properly. He also has a severe case of getting distracted while he's editing and looking at Neopet's Rule 34. So the silence helps him focus a little bit.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, I figured you'd get it. It's a common experience amongst a lot of other creators. So now that we're really deep into this, right? We're really deep into the interview. I think that there's one intimate question that everyone's been wondering: the joint on the cruise situation. It's been going around social media. It's been on all the major news networks. Lots of paparazzi.
Do you want me to tell you the story?
I think we need to hear the story.
Okay, so one time I was going on a cruise to Mexico. And as a lot of people do, they like to enjoy like a little extra spice, And I just wanted to bring like a little joint on the cruise so I can have like a really fun time. So when you buy these joints, they come in like these little tiny cute, they're so adorable. They're like cute little like vials, And anyways, I was going to go through TSA and they were like, like you have to check your bags. And I was like, shit, what am I going to do with this? So I took it. and I just kind of like bookmarked it in between the old Samwitch butt cheeks, you know what I mean? And I went through TSA. And when I got through TSA, it was kind of crazy. They didn't even pat me down or anything, so I could have just put it in my pocket. But then when I got on the other side of TSA, everybody was like chilling in this room. It was like a party. It was kind of fun. We were all just hanging out. But the problem was, is I still had this joint like in between my butt cheeks, and it was like so annoying, and it was like super sweaty and like cringe, and I couldn't take it out. So I just had to like hang out in this room, with people with a joint just like tucked in between my butt cheeks. And it was just awful. It was the worst. But anyways, I got super fucked up on that trip. It was a great time.
Was the joint utilized after the situation? Did you use it?
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, I think that's a great way to conclude the episode. Florence, thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything that you want to share with the audience as we roll credits here?
I had a message from my friend Najee, and he just wanted me to read this out to you guys because he's a big fan of this show. He wanted to say, "Hey guys, Najee here. I only had a little bit of time to write this because I'm eating Sabra hummus in front of watching TV, but I just wanted to let everybody know that every time I fart on stream, it's actually a soundboard, and I've been faking it the whole time, and I also bought my partner badge. Love you, XOXO, Gossip Girl." Najee.
I don't like when people lie to me, Nandre. Not a big fan. Didn't want to put you down by firing squad. But unfortunately, we're going to have to do it. We'll give you a little time to prepare. 3, 2, 1...